A meeting of the Trilateral Working Group, chaired by the Deputy Prime Minister of Armenia, Meher Krikorian, the Deputy Prime Minister of Russia, Alexei Overchuk, and the Deputy Prime Minister of Azerbaijan, Shahin Mustafa, took place in Moscow on October 20th. This was the 8th such meeting under the framework of the January 11th joint statement, which called for a gradual reopening of transport links. The office of the Deputy Prime Minister of Armenia reported that the parties have agreed to hold a second part of the 8th meeting in the near future. After talks between the leaders of Russia, Azerbaijan and Armenia in Moscow on January 11, 2021, Putin announced that a trilateral working group headed by the deputy PMs of Russia, Azerbaijan and Armenia would be set up to unblock economic, trade and transport ties. An Armenian Foreign Minister, Arad Mirzoyan, has met with Javier Piris, the NATO Secretary-General's Special Representative for the Caucasus and Central Asia. They discussed issues related to international and regional security. Mirzoyan furthermore drew attention to Turkey's support for Azerbaijan in the 2020 war against Artsakh. Turkey is a member of the North Atlantic Alliance. Mirzoyan furthermore stressed the need for a comprehensive settlement of the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict under the auspices of the OSCE Minsk Group co-chairs. And the Hayastan All-Armenian Fund's US branch has raised $1 million and transferred it to the Catholicosate of the Great House of Cilicia to provide humanitarian assistance to the Armenian community in Lebanon, as well as to aid Armenian educational institutions in Lebanon. Assistance focusing on Lebanon started in December 2019. Since then, the economic crisis has deepened, with a fuel crisis being the latest dilemma the country faces. And according to the Minister of Infrastructure and Territorial Administration of Nagorno-Karabakh, Haik Khanumyan, about $3.5 million has been spent since November 2020 to August 2021 to compensate those left homeless as a result of the 2020 war. The funds, which came from the state budget, were used to pay for hotel services, which are housing much of the displaced residents from areas like Hadrut, Shushi, Kalbajar and Matakhis. At the moment, a construction drive is going on in Karabakh, in a number of regions, to eventually provide housing to all families who lost their residences as a result of the 2020 war. And Ruslan Pukhov, a Russian defense analyst and director of the Moscow-based Center for Analysis of Strategies and Technologies, talks to CivilNet's Eric Hakopian about Armenia's mistakes during the Second Karabakh War. In addition, Mr. Pukhov discusses the prospects and possibility of a future conflict and what recommendations he would give to Armenia's political and military leadership. And although Armenia is still considered a COVID-19 high-risk area, the tourism industry is picking up speed again. In Zakh-Gazor, the ski resorts and restaurants are preparing for the coming winter season. CivilNet's Daniela Pruger went to Zakh-Gazor to see how the winter tourism industry is faring.